Blur were formed in London in 1988 and are best known for being a Britpop band and for their rivalry with Oasis. They are Damon Albarn, Graham Coxon, Alex James and David Rowntree. Their first stint of existence was from 1988 to 2004, which produced 7 albums. Their second stint was from 2008 to 2016, which produced 1 album. And their third is from 2022, and they may be still going. There seems to be some doubt about that. They have had 1 album thus far in this stint. Hi, my name's Dan. So this was the 8th studio album by Blur, and it's my first time listening to it. It was their first album in 16 years, and it seems to have been almost accidental about it coming about. So this was the 1 album in their middle stint. And it came about because they were stranded in Hong Kong for 5 days because of a cancelled festival in Japan. And so they decided to while away the time working on some, creating some new ideas in the studio. And afterwards, it feels like it kind of almost got forgotten for a while, but then it kind of resurrected. So the 3 of the band who are not Damon Albarn secretly worked on it and presented it to Damon. And eventually Damon went back to Hong Kong to write lyrics. So I wouldn't describe this as being Britpop, but it definitely has a Blur feel. It's kind of recognisable as Blur. Part of that is obviously because Damon's voice is very recognisable. Musically, it's rich and inventive, and I would go along with one of the labels in Wikipedia in describing this as art rock, I think. It's tight, it's definitely produced, there's a lot of stuff going on, it's lush, there's a mix of natural instruments and electronics, there's bits of vocal harmonies, there's lots of textures and parts and stuff coming in and out, and it's kind of I would say maybe in at the poppier end of rock, but definitely more rock than pop, I would say. Musically, I really enjoyed it. I felt it was quite inventive and had some really good feel to it. The vocals, which are mostly Damon, I think there's some backing vocals by one of the other guys. His voice is quite obviously accented in a kind of London accent, kind of strongly so. It gives it a strong identity. His delivery is good, I would say. I mean, I've always been quite a fan of Blur. It's not technical singing. So it's not your Whitney Houston vocal gymnastics, but it's good, and I think on this album especially, it's quite good at being emotive, and it's got a feeling of kind of wistfulness and melancholy at times, but not always. And he's able to kind of get different feelings out of his voice really nicely. Occasionally, mostly I think because of the accent, it reminded me of Suggs from Madness. So the songs. What I normally do, I'm forever telling people about this. What I normally do is I listen to an album old, so without reading anything up about it, then read up and then listen again. And on this occasion, once I'd had that read up, and I knew that the songs were recorded and written in Hong Kong, and pretty much about Hong Kong, they made a lot more sense to me as songs. They're definitely kind of slices of life and some wistful feeling stuff going on. But you can feel the setting once you know it's there. You can hear the references to stuff that's going on around. As I said, it's quite melancholy at times, but not always. I liked it a lot. It's hard to pick a favourite track. I would say probably my favourite track was Ghost Ship, which has kind of got a dub, almost reggae dub feel to it. This is particularly emphasised by some little brass sounds in it and a deep bass sound. But there's loads of great tracks on this album. I don't think there was any of them that I felt kind of was disappointing. And it really hit my pleasure centres. So I love this album. And I'd love to know what you think of this. So please do let me know through the comments box. And that's it from me for now.
I remember flashbacks sliding